Hey guys, 𝐂𝐿 here, and in the past week, I have been asked quite a few times on why I have left Clickfunnels recently, and there are a lot of reasons why I left Clickfunnels, and I put together 9 reasons why I left here. There are probably more than this, but these are kind of the main reasons why I left, as well as 9 is my favorite number. So, lots of stuff. What I do is 9 this, 9 that. So 9 reasons why I left Clickfunnels, and that's the name of this kind of little presentation is 9 reasons why I left Clickfunnels and why you probably might want to leave them too. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started here. Now, the first reason is that Clickfunnels is overpriced for what you get. All right, now they have 2 different pricing models. They have a $97 model and a $297 all-in model, and I'll explain both of those here in a second. All right, so let's start with the $97. What do you actually get for your $97 per month? This is a monthly fee, by the way. This is not a yearly or one-time, price. This is every single month you have to pay $97. All right, now essentially what you're getting for $97 is a landing page builder. All right, now there are 1,001 landing page builders out there. You can build landing pages with WordPress if you want. Essentially, that's all Clickfunnels is a landing page builder. Now, I will say this, it is a very nice landing page builder. All right, I've got to give them credit. They have done a lot of, good work to the designing of landing pages. They have a lot of templates that you can choose from, and their editor is actually quite good. I really like their editor. All right, but for this $97, you only get 20 funnels and 100 pages for $97 a month, $100 a month. All right, plus they limit how many visitors can actually come to your site per month. You're only allowed 20,000. Now, if any of you all are just starting out, this might be okay for you, but I can tell you right now, I could do 20 funnels and 100 pages in less than a month. All right, I can put together a ton of stuff. I am a person of action, as should you be. All right, so 20 funnels and $100 or 100 pages for $100 a month just does not sound really good to me. All right, so you can upgrade. All right, you can upgrade to the $297 model, and for what do you get for that $297? You get unlimited funnels and pages. Now that's nice, right? They have a good landing page builder. You can build as many, funnels and pages. And a funnel is just honestly a folder where you have multiple pages inside ClickFunnels. That's not actually what a funnel is, but for the purpose of just understanding ClickFunnels, just imagine a funnel being a folder where you can host a lot of different pages. All right, so that's a funnel, and you get unlimited pages and apparently unlimited site visitors. All right, now there are other things that come with the $297. All right, you also get access to Actionetics, which brings me to reason number 2. Actionetics sucks. All right, it is probably the worst email deliverability system and email autoresponder on the market. There are, horrible little plugins for WordPress to have your own email list that are better than Actionetics. It is absolutely horrible. You can't even send a test email to yourself. It's that bad. And the functionality just constantly breaks down. You could say you have different lists and they call them action funnels, which are just, where you put all of your emails and so forth. Not going to get into the whole logistics of it or how it works. But if you say, it's hard to do anything outside of just, okay, here's a whole bunch of emails and send one a day, all right, or one a week or something like that. Anything outside of that is, that you can do with Infusionsoft or ActiveCampaign or Drip or MailChimp or anything else. Anything that requires anything more than a simple autoresponder, Actionetics has a problem with. So if you say, okay, so here's a whole bunch of emails. If anybody goes, there's a link in all the emails, and I want that link to go to a certain page. And anybody that visits that page, I want you to remove from this sequence and put over into this other sequence. It can't do that. It says that it can, and it works sometimes, but it's such a flawed system that I would say the majority of the time it never actually works out, no matter how you set it up. So Actionetics is just absolutely terrible. The next thing that you get for that $297 is Backpack, and Backpack sucks even more, right? The tracking capability of Backpack, what Backpack is a affiliate management system. So you can have your own affiliates selling your products for you, and it tracks them, and you can pay them, commissions, whatever commission that you've set up. But the tracking capability is actually terrible. I know most people that are even on the $297 package, they have to use third-party software and tracking for their affiliates instead of Backpack, and it's just terrible. Reason number 4 is Clickfunnels is constantly breaking down. I'm sure if you've had any experience with Clickfunnels, you have seen this page. All right. The reliability issues are a big thing for me. I actually had my site down once for 8 hours. All right. I run a lot of traffic to my website and to my funnels. And I can tell you now, missing out on 8 hours of traffic is insane. All right. It's not good. And then reason number 5 is support is not that great either. So, I have these problems with Clickfunnels, whether it be, I used to be with Actionetics as well, dealing with Actionetics, contacting support, I might have to wait days for it. And I was on the $297 plan. If you are on the $97 plan, the lower plan, you don't even have priority support. So it could be a week or never that you get a response to your inquiry. Whereas I had priority support, and I still wasn't getting that great of support from the ClickFunnels staff. I'm scrambling because for 8 hours, I wasn't able to access my website. No one was. I was getting email after email. Hey, your website's down. Where else can I go? Blah, blah, blah. And it wasn't working out. So their support is very sketchy. There are times when, I'll send, an inquiry out, a question or something to support, and I'll instantly get, something back. All right. Within just a couple of minutes. All right. But more than not, their support is lagging greatly. All right, so let's move on to reason number 6. Reason number 6 is ClickFunnels has the wrong priorities. And what I mean by this is ClickFunnels would rather update the look of their icons that are on their website than on increasing functionality and fixing stuff. All right. There are so many things that are wrong with ClickFunnels, Actionetics, and Backpack, but I've been with them for quite a long time, and I have not seen any, updates to these things. We've been asking for update to Actionetics forever. It just never happens. All right. They don't want to fix certain things that's wrong. They want to make it look nicer, update their icons, maybe update their sales page to get more people in the door. But the fact of the matter is that you have to fix what is wrong with the system first, or at least at the same time. But we're not seeing any major upgrades. They don't even have a change log so that you can see what they're working on and what they have, accomplished. And I think there's a reason to that. Why they don't show that is because I don't think that they're working on stuff that really matters anything. All right. So that's, reason number 6 that I left. Reason number 7 is their stats are terrible. All right. Their stats are probably the worst that I've ever seen of any system. It doesn't even calculate upsells and downsells. Like it'll say, yes, you made this upsell, but the calculation of it is zero. All right, $0, 0 cents. It doesn't matter if it's a dollar product or a $10,000 product. It just won't calculate. And all of their tracking stats of unique visitors and visitors to the site, people that have gone to certain pages, is just blatantly wrong. And I've tested this time and time again, and it just doesn't work correctly. I've tracked, from Facebook ads. I've tracked, over on Google Analytics and a few other different ways, and all of those match up very well. Whereas ClickFunnels could be completely wrong. Like I've personally gone and tested the system, and let's say I've gone 20 times to the site. It'll say, unique visitors that it had like 42, or maybe, 12 visits to the site. And, I saw one, it was like 131% conversion rate. Like, it's just not right. None of their stats are right. I don't trust their stats. And I don't think you should either. They need to get it working better. And again, they haven't really, worked on their stats dashboard or anything like that. They've changed the look of it, sure, but not the actual functionality of it. Number 8 is integration breakdown. All right. I have quite a lot of different integrations with ClickFunnels. And I can tell you without a doubt, at least 70% of the time, at least on my end, it is not worked out. I can have an integration with Zapier, doesn't work out. I can have an integration with another email autoresponder, doesn't work out. I had decided to move away from Actionetics and go back to Infusionsoft, which was a very, very awesome thing to do. I had the integration initially set up with ClickFunnels to Infusionsoft, and 9 times out of 10, it just wouldn't work out. All right, it was terrible. So integrations are constantly breaking down. Emails don't get sent. Whatever the case is, there is a breakdown of their system. And number 9 is the dreaded members area. All right, the members area and the user experience of that members area is terrible. All right, their members area is not very good. As well as, check this out. So there has been many, many, many times where ClickFunnels has given access to courses to people that didn't buy the courses. So let's say, give you an instance. There was this gentleman, and we'll just call him Jake. All right. Jake purchases a $7, Tripwire product. Well, Jake will get that product, and then like a week later, all of a sudden have access to our masterclass course, which sells for $5,000. Maybe a spreadsheet, that, we sell for a couple $100 or, whatever. And there was probably about 84 people that had access to absolutely everything that we had. And we had for this particular company, 18 different courses and products that people could buy. And they would buy, but these 83 people purchased either the $7 Tripwire or the $7 with the order bump. So maximum they had paid was $44, and these 83 people had access to roughly $25,000 worth of content because ClickFunnels screwed up, and the settings were correct. I went in and actually checked all the settings. All the settings were correct, but ClickFunnels was giving them access to it anyway. So that's, a huge reason why I left, is because everything that I do, is online based teaching, and it just wasn't working out. People getting content to stuff they shouldn't have content to, or vice versa. People that bought something that wouldn't be allowed into the members area to access that information. So, just one problem after another. These are 9 reasons why I left, but you're probably wondering where I actually moved to, right? Well, I do have my own website. And I moved to a few different places. All right. So the first thing that I did was I went over to Thrive Themes. All right. Thrive Themes is plugins for your WordPress website. Now, I have a WordPress website, and I implemented Thrive Themes. And what Thrive Themes allows me to do is build, all different types of landing pages. Everything that ClickFunnels offered me, I could do in Thrive Themes. And Thrive Themes only cost, like $200 a year. All right. That's it. All right. So for less than 1 month of the ClickFunnels, upper tier package, I could have Thrive Themes, which will let me do everything ClickFunnels does for, an entire year. So that's, one of the things that I did. Another thing is I moved back to Infusionsoft. Now, originally I had Infusionsoft and I had ClickFunnels, and I had decided, well, I'm going to go all in with Actionetics. And at the time, I didn't know that much about Actionetics, but they had said, all their marketing was, Confusionsoft and all this crap, and how Actionetics could do everything that Infusionsoft can do. And so I left Infusionsoft without knowing, because I didn't have a big, marketing setup at that point for this company. And I went over there and tried to build everything out. I left Infusionsoft, and it was the biggest mistake ever. All right. I ended up having to come back to Infusionsoft because Actionetics was so terrible. And now with Infusionsoft prices the way that they are, I mean, you can get in so cheap with Infusionsoft now. It is ridiculous. Well worth the move. I highly recommend it. I also have access to Leadpages. I have Leadpages, I've had it for like 2 years. And you pay, roughly 2 months worth of ClickFunnels for an entire year of Leadpages. And Leadpages does everything ClickFunnels can do. And I'm talking about the landing page and cart site and everything. Leadpages can do landing pages. They can do cart pages. They can do checkouts, sales pages, opt-in pages, you name it. Leadpages can do it. You can do, one-click upsells with Leadpages now. There's so much that you can do. But, I primarily use Thrive Themes for all of my landing pages, opt-in pages, and so forth. But you can do that with Leadpages as well. It's a much better option than ClickFunnels. Like I said in number 1, ClickFunnels is overpriced for what you get. And that's, pretty much it. That's the 9 reasons why I left ClickFunnels. And, let me know your comments below and let me know what you think.